Hello everyone, this is Rahul Pawar and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, something that you all truly need, and this video will serve like a guide to crack all of your interviews. So let us get started, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get the latest updates. Point number one, preparing for your interviews. Okay, so start preparing with the commonly asked questions so that at least you are aware what are the commonly asked questions that are being going on, so that you will be aware. Then go in depth with the syllabus, because it's a journey. It's not like on a day you are going to do everything and tomorrow you are going to answer everything. No, it's a journey. So today we'll prepare some 10% of the syllabus, tomorrow we'll prepare 20% of the syllabus, or like say slowly one part we are going to cover the entire syllabus and we will be ready for the interview. It's like that. So once you are completely done with the syllabus, then we can go with the scenarios. We can maybe try for different things that are there in that particular skill that we're trying to do. That is something that we all need to start. Second thing is, don't neglect or don't be lazy in your preparation. Give the dedicated time, because give the dedicated time it needs, because you are someone who is aspiring to be in a better situation than you are right now, right? So for that we need some efforts. We all need some efforts. We need consistent efforts, right? So don't give up. You are getting calls, you are not getting calls, that is all secondary. Be in the journey, be in the process. Success will definitely come to you. Today maybe it is not working in your favor. Maybe you are not getting calls. Things might happen that way, but don't give up. Don't lose hope. Stay in the process, stay in the journey. Things will definitely fall in your place one day. Okay, think about positive memories that you have, like what you'll do when you get the job. What are you going to buy, what are you going to gift, whom you are going to gift, or where are you going to do the party. Think about happy memories or happy moments that you want to create, because it is all in there. That is going to help you go through this transition period. That is very important. Step 3, whenever you are going for an interview, be on time. Okay, so I've seen many times that whenever we have interview, many guys come up late, and they say we have network issues, we have connectivity issues, headphone is not available or headset is not available. They are trying to play with all of that. Come on guys, we are all professionals who are trying to be in a better position than we are right now, right? Suppose if you are a junior engineer, when you're giving an engine next interview, maybe you will go into a senior role. If you are a mid level, you'll go to senior or lead level, or if you're senior, then you will go to manager and all. We cannot project ourselves in that way, right? So if at all we want to impress a girlfriend, we need to dress well, we need to communicate effectively, we need to do all that is required to grab the attention, right? So similarly, whenever you are attending interviews, be it your in-person interview or be it your uh, telephonic or online interviews, be on time. So it doesn't matter if you log in early 5 minutes, no matter. Just connect yourself early, stay in that moment, allow yourself to breathe, understand what is happening through you, go through, let your mind relax and think that okay, you are actually in the interview, and the interviewer or the panel is about to join, so that your mind will be ready, you'll be in a relaxed state. Okay, not like you're hello sir, hello sir. No, it doesn't work well. You have to be very active, right? You have to be very active, you have to sound, you are that you are very alert, and you very much require this interview etiquette, or the telephone or the camera etiquette or is something that we definitely need to improvise. Why I'm saying this again is, I've taken multiple interviews where I've seen, many of them are, failing to, get this attention whenever they are in the telephonica or the through online mode they are attending. In person it might differ, we never know, but when they are in online or through virtual mode, many are unable to make that impact, right? Even if suppose if I am making this video and if you're not, if I am not able to make an impact intact with you, then or maybe I'm not able to connect with you, then I'll not get views, simple, right? So you'll not follow me or you'll not listen to this video, simply you'll click. Why? So I have to make that impact, only then you will continue. Same is what is important in the interview. You have to be communicative. Remember this point, you have to be communicative, you have to be active in the interview, so that you can tell that keep your headsets properly. Even if you don't have headsets, okay, that is fine. Lock your room wherever you are in, and talk to them over the speaker in a very clear and concise way. That is very important. Okay, and keep your camera very nice and effective, that it looks very straight, not like you're putting camera here or you're putting camera here, something in the down, then I have to look it like this and talk. That doesn't look right, right? So we have to follow that etiquette, and no one is going to tell you that you have to do it like that, like that. It is all about the experiences that we see. So how, so if I'm talking like this, will you watch my video? No, right? So I have to see you and talk, then only you will be able to establish a relationship between this, right? That is something that is very important. And practice, stand in front of your the mirror and practice what are you going to tell. Like, say, when I say commonly asked interview questions, tell me about yourself, one of the commonly asked questions. Stand in front of the mirror and see how you are telling yourself. You're just selling yourself, right? So we have to be very effective to sell that. That is something very important. Okay, fourth point is be polite in the interview. So be polite and be confident and not overconfident. Confident means, sir, I can do this job very good. That is a very confident statement, not like I can do this job better than anyone else. Is a overconfident statement. Like, say, నాకంటే తురుము ఎవరు లేరు. Sir, I can do this job very good, I have been in this role from a very long time, I think I can justify the role that you are looking for. I'm aware of all the skills that you are looking in, so I might be a better fitting. Like this you can give a polite statement. And during, and you have to be very polite in that. See, often it happens that whatever we are answering to a particular question, interviewer might agree or he might not agree. So if he's not agreeing, that is okay, but you don't have to argue that no, I am right, I am right. You are not required actually, right? So let him take this test. So he's of that opinion that okay, it doesn't work for him, but we are of the opinion that it will work for us. Okay, let it be like that. Let the interview continue. Don't stuck in there and keep arguing or giving your points. You just give your points. If he's agreeing, fine. If he's not agreeing, tell them okay, fine. Next important thing is what you need to do when you don't know the answers. So this happens with many of us. It is not necessary that we can or we would be able to answer all the questions that we are facing. No, there is always that scenario that we might not be getting that. So you don't have to be nervous, you don't have to feel sad that okay, I'm not getting. Don't feel nervous. Okay, relax. You can tell them okay, I've never faced these situations, or okay, this question is looking little interesting, I would definitely like to solve once I reach home, or maybe this is something that I need to look into it. I didn't get enough opportunity to explore that part, that side of Tableau. Something like this you can tell about that particular question, and you can go to the next question like that. Something that you definitely need to remember. Okay, it has happened personally with me many times that I was not able to answer the questions that the interviewer was asking. That sometimes demotivated me. Array, I'm getting all the tough questions, what should I do? Don't think about the result here. If you are thinking about the result, your negativity will start flowing here, and once that is in, you are out of the interview. No, let it stop there itself. Will not focus on that one answer wrong, two answer wrong. That doesn't matter much. What is important is how you are communicating. Okay, you will definitely get a better chance. Okay, that is something that you need to do. For good things we can definitely prepare for, but for the bad things also we need to prepare. Okay, so always go in with the to the interview with a mindset that, okay, I'm going to try that. I will try to give 70 to 80% of the questions correctly. Okay, I am aware I might not answer all of, but if he's asking, well and good. But if you're not answering, you'll be in a good state. Okay, my attempt ratio. So suppose you are writing exam, your degree exam or your BTech exam or whatever. So did we ever go with an intention that I will attempt or I'll get 100 out of 100? No, right? Our intention was, let us try to attempt as much as we can, right? So here also same concept you follow. We'll try to attempt what all we know in the best situation or the best scenarios that we need, something that you need. And one important thing here, see, as soon as the interview start, right? So it is a pace or a journey in the interview also. Okay, like slowly he might get into what you have done, and then from he might go into little basics of the subject, and then he might go into technicals, and then into deeper technicals based on how you are answering, right? So always remember this all in a time bound, happening in a time constraint, right? Maybe 1 hour and all. So you have to be calm and patient and understand that everything is happening in a time frame. You need to purchase that time, you need to buy that time. Play with the time here, right? So if I ask you to call your girlfriend and talk, we will talk for 2 hours, 3 hours, or maybe even the whole night, even though there is no particular topic, right? So we call solo. Okay, we talk about that. So here in interview, what we need to do is, there might be good questions, there might be bad questions, right? So there might be easy questions, it can be anything. When you are getting a good question, how are you answering that? Very important. When you are getting a bad question, how are you answering that? Very important. Two things that will define the course of your interview. Good question or an easy question, if you are getting, don't give a one liner to that. So if I ask you what is filter, don't tell me that it is simply restricting the filter, restricting the data. No, I will not expect that, or I don't want you guys to do that. So when you are getting such type of easy questions or theoretical questions, try to elaborate your answer, try to explain the scenario or explain a situation along with that. Filter is nothing but restricting the data, but it depends on how we are utilizing this feature of tableau, how we want to filter the data. So do I want to apply at a source level or at a worksheet level? Based on that, there are many filters that have been categorized. So like that you can try to elaborate. So in one of my projects we have used these filter concepts where we have shared across multiple sheets, like that. So you need to be very elaborate to that. You can consume some time of that, so that it saves you from tough questions or the questions that you might not know in the future of the interview. That is very important. And when you're not knowing what we need to do, so it's not like it will be completely totally vague, right? So don't ever tell that I don't know. That is not something we, my first lead uh, told me once, when I was sitting beside him, Rahul, we are actually developers and we are working in IT industries. No is something that no one wants to listen. That word actually stuck me. But many times a situation comes where we have to tell no but not no directly. So how are you going to put that word forward? I don't know. So then how so just try to be tell about the concept around it, or what would be your approach to it, at least. So if not exactly, you can tell that okay, this is something, like say if someone asks you to prove how context filter is effective, I am of the opinion that it decreases the performance. You are of the opinion that improves the performance. If I say, no, you tell me how it improves the performance or decreases the performance. So here, one might have a clear and definitive answer, some might not. Then what are we going to do? I don't know. I just read it somewhere in the YouTube and I'm telling no, we cannot tell that, right? So we need to back that answer with something. Then you can just think about the question here for a second. Take a time, ask for time. If you're not getting anything, ask for time and tell that okay, so it is something like that. See, a context filter is nothing but it has to create a temporary table, and on that it has to apply the data or the filter. And if the volume of the data is very huge, every time it creates the temporary space in the memory, it consumes that, and that might actually decrease the uh, performance of the context filter. Something like that you can try to add in so that it buys the time. Okay. And dress well, okay, in the interview. Remember this point. You cannot just wear casual t-shirts, sit on your shorts. No, dress well. You will get that professional feeling. You will get that feeling that no, okay, I'm in the interview, I need to be well, I need to present myself. So if I'm sitting in a very casual brief today, it looks very awkward, right? So you have to be, for men it always like, dress well, comb well, wash your face, and then come, have a proper lighting, and then sit correctly in front of the camera. Have your laptop ready, keep mobile aside, make it silent. These are something that we need to definitely follow, because forget that interviewer will get deviated or disturbed. We will get disturbed, because every time there are someone who will be sharing some reels to us. So we'll become very inquisitive. Arey, what did he send me? I want to see. That disturbs our mood. Don't do it. Let us keep mobile away for a time until we are attending them. When you're going for in-person interview, go advance, or go before the time, schedule the time. Maybe like this, I think you have heard n number of times, but trust me, this has actually helped me many times. And I'll also tell you that many times I was late to the interview. If it was like, say, assume 1 o'clock they are scheduling, 1 o'clock I was in the parking. Okay, by the time I went up to the floor, it was 1:30 or 1:20, at least that time. So I'll be very hurry. Already there will be a number of candidates who are sitting there, who will be in relaxed state, and I am expecting all over. We don't want that to happen with anyone, right? So go little early, 30 minutes before. Nothing will happen. Go there, sit there. You can start or read about the company, or some common questions or some scenario sitting there, doesn't matter, right? So but being late will definitely disturb you. You will be in a hurry. Your mind will not be in a relaxed state. You will not get the best out of yourself. Okay. So remember these points whenever you are attending interview. I'm definitely sure that it will help you in your future interviews. So stay connected. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.